Hello everybody, Dave the Rave Roving the Rock here, and today I'm going to Eas Mor waterfall in Kildonan, High Kildonan, and the reason why I'm doing that is because there was torrential rain overnight last night. It was very heavy, and it's resulted in a couple of the roads, in fact both roads across the middle of the island being closed. There's Brodick, the String Road is closed, and also there's Lash, the Ross Road is closed. Both the roads that go across the middle of the island are closed because of flooding resulting in trees and boulders being strewn across the road. So it would be interesting to see what that looked like actually, but being the roads are closed, I thought, oh, maybe better not, but I'll come to this waterfall instead and see what it looks like with so much water having flooded down last night. It's stopped now, stopped raining. So I was at Whiting Bay, that's where I live, and I've driven round past Dippin and along High Kildonan to this point right here where the low Kildonan Road meets the High Kildonan Road at that junction at the top of Churchbury, and the waterfall is just up here. There's a parking bay here, and that is this parking bay here, which is where I'm at. Lots of parking for cars, nobody else here today, as you can see. I got it all to myself, I'm still sitting in my car, and that's the reception up there, which is where I'm going to head past to get to the waterfall. Okay. So yes, that's where I've parked down there. I've got a view right down to the sea. This is the building I was talking about, and it was open. It's got a little tea room in there. I was talking to the person that was in there. She was already at the waterfall. She's been there already at 9 in the morning, very enthusiastic, and was saying that the water was raging over the top. So it'd be nice to see. Another car there, and I'm going up this path here, which is very well made. And as you can see, I mean, there was torrential rain last night, but it was a storm really. The ferry was off last thing last night, and it's still quite windy. I'm in a sheltered bit in amongst trees and in a wee valley here, but I can still see everything is moving about and hear the wind blowing. So it's still quite wild. Well, here I am at Eas Mor waterfall, the highest single drop in Arran, just over 100 feet, and the water is dark brown. I don't know if you can see that. There's a lot of spray coming off it. I'm standing well back from the waterfall, but there's going to be a lot of spray going on the lens. It's just thundering over. I'll try and focus in on the top a bit and see if you can see how dark brown it is. You can see the spray, can't you? It looks misty, but it hasn't been misty till I got here. Down to the bottom, and then that wee tiny fall there, and falling down there. To get here it was very overgrown. I've been scratched a few times and it's been difficult underfoot. There have been times when I've been getting here that it's an indistinct path, and I've been wondering if I've actually gone the wrong way or come off the path 2 or 3 times, so it's getting tricky to get here. There was a path made up a number of years ago that's not been maintained and it's hidden from view, and so I fear I might not be able to come here for much longer without having just a total jungle facing me. See how the wind caught the waterfall there and pushed it over to the right? Even in this kind of valley, and it's still windy, and that's with these cliffs going up like that. There's a lot of spray on my lens, right enough. Yes, so it was tricky to get here, so I'm actually really more glad that I've come for that reason, because if it does get to a point where I can't get here anymore, I want to record it while I can. What I'm going to do, which I like to do, get right under the waterfall behind it, in that wee cave that's there, and film it from behind the waterfall. That's my plan. I'll get soaked doing that because I've got to go through like a small waterfall to get to the bit which is under the big one. But anyway, I'll do it. Okie doke. That's me at the bottom of the waterfall, and just while I'm here I thought I'd let you see what it's like, where it's falling at the bottom, and also hear it. So I'm just going to stop pointing the microphone at me and point at the waterfall instead. Look at that spray. Here I am at the bottom of the waterfall, and just the amount of force as it hits the bottom is incredible. Because of the speed of it falling 100 feet and with so much volume as well, it's quite difficult to take in. I'll try and stand a little bit closer. It comes in surges, so the wind kind of blows it around and it moves from left to right. But it's just the noise of it, and I've got the microphone pointing at me at the moment, not at the waterfall. I've got a little portable microphone in my hand, so I'm going to point that at the waterfall now, and I'm going to stop talking because you won't hear me, okay? Okay, I'm at the viewpoint at the top of the waterfall, and this is the view that I've got over to Plada Isle on this very windy day. You can see some white horses certainly to the right of the island. That's a good view from here. You can normally see Ailsa Craig as well, I think, but not to... Oh, it is. In fact, I can just see Ailsa Craig over there no more. You might not get it. I'll try and point towards Ailsa Craig roughly there somewhere. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, right. I'll just bring the view back again. So that's quite a long way away. And then we'll come over this corner here. And that's the waterfall from up above. It looks quite peaceful from up here. But there's a lot of force at the bottom of that waterfall, which you can't really get the full effect from such a big distance. But still, it looks great. I'll try and close in on the bottom. There. What I'll do actually, I'll bring the focus back a bit, and then I'll just point the microphone . At the wee library where everybody leaves their messages, all kids leave their little drawings and messages and things. My goodness, it's layer upon layer in here of notes on the ceiling, kind of like bats hanging off the ceiling. And these notes on the walls are not just one thick, they're many notes thick. There are layers of them going back years. Incredible. There's the writing table, all colouring pens and things. Absolutely amazing. I've never seen anything like this before. There we go. Right on top of the waterfall, which is just over there. There's the path. And there's the library with the grass roof. I've also come across this building on the way back down, and it says Freedom Bar, Shuggy style on top, and looks like some Gaelic inscriptions. I love that. My middle name's Hugh, so that is Shuggy anyway. So this is like my bar in the middle of nowhere. I don't even know why it's there. And it actually is a bar. It's got drinks and things in it, and fairy lights all over the door and the ceiling, and the electricity. So it looks like it gets lit up, which would be amazing. There we go. A bar in the middle of nowhere, a few hundred yards from the top of the waterfall. Looks like it'll be here for decades. It's pretty solid. And back down near the car park, this is a lower waterfall. They're lovely. Not raging, but not water in them. It's looking great. Hopefully you can hear me. That's some wind out there. I've just come back from the bottom of the fall, and it's really very windy. I'll point the microphone back towards it. Oh. This is sure I'm getting blown about here. Windy day.